What do you like about it most?
I love it. Love it. I love
Is
it.
it people you like?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
the carers, they're nice,
Yes,
they're
yes,
friendly.
yes, yes.
I like to see them sort of get out more, go to places like Kew Gardens and Wakehurst
Couldn't tell when I go
Gardens.
to the place.
I know. You know, seaside, like, you know, today's a lovely day, get them to go to the seaside. And,
Yeah.
you know, things like, he used to do a lot of gardening and things as well, even if it was the garden here, just so that he could just get out and just keep his brain active. They just need to just really just have their sort of brain stimulated. I just find that just leaving them inside all day isn't a good thing. And Dad's fortunate because he's got a big family, but I just feel sorry for the others, really, because they don't have any family. You know, sometimes I sort of gather a group of friends, round them up, and I come in and sit with them and just talk with them, befriend them. And it's just nice for them because they're seeing different faces and people that are just nice people that they can, you know, mix with other than their family members.
I think the difficult part of the day actually is in the morning. You wake up and what do I do today? Social institutions that were established in this area are all gone. The community that I knew is all gone. And I'm not physically as mobile as I used to be. I have no challenges. I've got pleasure. I enjoy my grandchildren. I'll romp with them all day. But I have no challenges. I have no really serious mental challenges at all. And I've been accustomed to that. As I was always physically active. I helped coach my kids in rugby. I coached boxing for over 20 years. Okay, so that you move from totality of one experience to absolute nothing. Someone like me, I would also like to be able to contribute something, because it's your healthiness, your wholeness is not only in what you get, is what you feel you can share. And that's what I look at the local authorities, to look among people before you deteriorate, and perhaps by giving you something to do, slow down the rate of deterioration. But it has to be constructive. You know, I still have some residual skills. And if that can be conveniently occupied, I am the sort of person who will be willing to do that.
Tuesdays and Thursdays, he goes to his church group. This morning, the plan was that we would accompany Peter to his church group because I don't have any contact details for these people. We had to rely on him actually to do what he normally does and to go with him because we don't know where it is. So when he's on his own, I imagine, he's on automatic pilot, he's done it so many times. But today, because he started to rely on us to remind him where we were going all the time, when we got off the bus in Willesden, he couldn't remember where the church was, so he got quite frustrated and agitated, and we had no option but to come back. Obviously, you know, he could get a taxi card, he could get dial a ride, he could get all the assistance with transport. But all those things actually have difficulties when you have that condition, because if you have a taxi card, you've got to remember where the card is, ring the number, order your taxi. All of these things are difficult. Anything that involves accessing services, hospital appointments, dentist appointments, all of these things are difficult. A lot of the services are geared towards people with physical disability, and they're not thought out anyway in terms of how you would manage them if it was a memory problem you had.
Brent need to, you know, just make a safe haven for people who have the disease and give people the support that is needed. For me, I would love that. To know that I can get somewhere to go if I'm having a bad day. That would be very useful. It wasn't easy to get on the housing list. I think they turned me down twice. And thank God be to Charlotte, the support worker. Charlotte helped me to fight to get me on the housing list. I just think that they didn't read the medical through, or that they didn't have a clue about the word dementia. You think that for a community who's trying to make their borough dementia friendly, they would teach their staff or train their staff and how to recognize certain disability that is getting on top of society now. So I think for Brent need to get a sense of understanding of how to deal with certain issues on disability.